Hello, my name is James. I'm from DA2 Creative, and I'm happy to introduce my game, Seeker, to you guys. Yeah, so this is kind of like a little trailer. Not exactly, it's more like a demonstration of our gameplay. And as you can see, it's turn-based tactics, but with a little bit of twist. We also include Tarkov in it. We try to combine the extraction games into traditional SRPG. And I think it would be fun to play. And it's like our Girls Ultra. Alright. This is our game, Seeker Tactics. And we obviously have story and settings planned out, but we would like to introduce our game in a very different way. We want to do sort of like Elden Ring, that kind of like a fragmented storytelling. Instead of give you very upfront story, we'll give you a little segment that, so the players have to keep, just combine all the clues, try to piece the whole story together by themselves. That's our aim, So, as you can see, we are, I think one of the more critical thing is that our visual, I would say, right? Because it's actually 3D, but we make it very 2D like. And this is our aim. Because we feel like, on this, in the current market, there are a lot of 3D games, right? Because with the help of Unreal, with the help of Unity, it's very, very easy to just make really quick 3D model and such, right? And we feel like, we want to do something different. We want to make something cool. So we spent a lot of times on the visual, and I think it panned out pretty well, in my opinion. I don't know, how you guys think, but I think it's pretty good, and we are proud for that, right? So basically, I'm a huge strategy guy, right? So I like traditional SRPG. I'm always a fan of SRPG, right? I play Fire Emblem, I play Triangle Strategy, I play the what's that called? I can't recall it. Final Fantasy Tactics. I play all sorts of tactics game, right? But you can tell they're kind of old right now, because people don't want to make it, or you don't see many new things in SRPG genre. But I kind of want to bring something new to this genre, right? And just like our visual, we want to do something different. We want to do something cool. So we combine the extraction kind of tactics into the SRPG, because I think this kind of enrich the entire strategy genre. Yeah, because you have to do resource management on the Tarkov side. And I think a lot of people are calling Tarkov just a pure FPS, right? The first person shooter, but it's not exactly just a first person shooter. It's more like resource management. You have to go to a certain place, grab certain resources, and get out, right? And you need profound knowledge of the battlefield, of where you are at, where the enemies are at. And I think it's really cool to bring these kind of aspects into our game. That's basically how I'm thinking about this game. Two things, obviously. One is definitely the visual, because we came from animation background, so that's why we're kind of familiar with this kind of stuff, right? So I think we are very different from other people. I think that's one bonus. The other one is our game design. Yeah, because we bring a lot of new stuff into the traditional SRPG stuff, and I think it adds to, without taking anything away, it adds more strategy, more tactics into this game. So this is what I'm doing. Yeah. Absolutely. I think, facing challenge is part of the job, right? For every indie developer, there's always a challenge, right? You need to fundraise, you need to manage your schedule, you need to manage your scope, because I think one of the most important thing for every indie developer is understand how big your game is, right? Because you don't want to scope creep. Scope creep is one of the toughest issue, right? Because people just want to do more, and it's really tough. It's really difficult. So I think managing your schedule is very important. And to us, I think that's one of the things that we need to do better. It's the challenge we are facing, right? Because every single time, for example, in Taipei Game Show, we're supposed to have a demo, But because due to bug, due to certain issues, we couldn't compile, we couldn't build our game properly. So we decided to pull it off. We just have a demo to show people, so we don't have a gameplay, right? And that's unfortunate, but it happened. And I think managing this kind of expectation is pretty difficult. It's challenging, but you have to kind of live through it, right? I think we'll be expecting a whole level. It's like escape from. Let's talk about like escape from Tarkov. There's a level, right? You go into the battlefield and you try to complete a loop. You get in and you have to get out. And I think that's what our demo is gonna be. I'll provide a complete loop for people to drop in and choose their character, choose their creatures, the monster they can summon, and just complete the level. And just go one swoop, and you can feel pretty much everything, every aspect of our game. I think that's our aim for our demo. We are gonna be on Steam, and hopefully, if we are successful enough, right, we would like to port on console, on PlayStation, on Nintendo Switch, on Xbox, if possible. But when is always gonna be tough, right? We are aiming at next year, early next year. That's our aim. I don't know if we can make it, but let's hope. And if you want to find us, you can visit DA2Creative.com. That's where you can find us.